Alright guys, we're on a mission today to get the Z emissions tested. So I'm going to go ahead, hook the battery cable up, and we are all good to go. My plan is going to drive it around for a little bit, get it all up to temperature and everything. We're going to do some quote highway pulls really. It's just kind of be a back road. I'll film it if I can. It just depends if there are people around. I don't want to endanger them at all. But we're going to go ahead and warm it up, and then we're going to go take it and get emissions tested. Hopefully it passes. Alright guys, so we're back from getting the emissions done, and we got some interesting results. So here is our paper. So as you can see, right there, the vehicle's failed. Now the reason that it failed, and going over all of this and reading what it says here, right now it idles at about 1500 RPMs when it is in neutral or in park. Again, it's automatic, so you know, but it's idling too high. It failed the idle RPM. It's supposed to go back down below 1200 when it's not got anything on the throttle, and it is up at 15 right now. I believe it's because I adjusted the idle when I was working on it earlier, a couple months ago, to get it to go a bit higher. Remember, if you guys remember, I had 3 cylinders that weren't firing, so I had to give it a little bit more gas to keep it from dying, because those 3 needed to be a little bit more powerful to overcome everything. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is adjust the idle, see if it'll run, because if it won't go in gear, if it'll go in gear and die, then I can't really drive it like that. But if I can go ahead and adjust the idle and it goes in gear and runs, then I should be able to go back down and get it retested right now, and it should be fine. If you guys see right there, it passed all of the emissions. So that's all I was worried about. I didn't know if it would be running rich or weird, something like that. But it looks like it's running fine. It doesn't have an OBD2. The emissions that says fails, it's because it didn't get the take the low RPM. It had the readings for all of the high ones. But I'm going to go ahead and drop it. If you can see, for the high at least, it's well below the limit. It's reading 80, and that's a limit of 200. The CO2 is at 0.59, and it's a limit of 1.2. So it's less than half for the HC and about a half for the CO. So as long as the CO2 and the O2s are able to pass, it doesn't have a limit for those apparently, but if I can get the low idle, it should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust the idle, and we'll see what happens, guys. Alright guys, it is a new day. The Z is idling a lot lower than it was yesterday. I put some washers in. So basically the throttle cable was a little bit messed up. You can see the picture here. It was just, the threads were all messed up, and so I couldn't adjust the idle, so I had to make these little washers. You can see them. There should be another picture right here. Basically just little U-washers that I stuck in to space it out so that nuts didn't have to go over the destroyed threads. So it's idling a lot lower. We're going to go and take it, drive it around a little bit again, and then take it and get it re-inspected. Alright guys, so here are the results of the new test. As you can see, it failed again. Pretty sad. But that's okay, it's got some good information on it right here. It passed on all of the high RPM, just like the last one did. Although it got worse scores. The last one, it had 80 out of 200 and 0.59 out of 1.2. This one has 130 and 0.99, so definitely higher. I think the reason for that is I only drove it around the Z around for about 20, maybe 25 minutes today, and it wasn't nearly as high intensity as well. So I think it just wasn't all warmed up. So that's probably the reason for that being high. But the real reason it failed is the hydrocarbons at the low idle RPM speed, which was 366 and had a limit of 200. The reason for that, and if you look, the CO2s are 0.21 out of 1.2. I was reading for reasons that we have, where are we at? Right here. So basically I was reading for reasons for high hydrocarbons, and if we have a lean misfire, it can cause hydrocarbons. And if it was rich, it would have high carbon dioxide. But because we have low carbon dioxide, it means that we probably are running lean, which is what we see with our spark plugs. It looks like it's running lean. So what I probably will do, right here it says, vehicles failing this test may receive a free retest at headquarters within 90 days. I'll probably go drive it around for an hour or so tomorrow. If I do it tomorrow and I'll take it, it'll be part of this video still. I'm just going to do it all in one shot. But I'm going to take it tomorrow, probably do the retest after driving around for a lot longer than I did today. And if it passes, A1. If it doesn't, it's probably going to be that lean misfire that is causing us to fail with high hydrocarbons. It didn't sound like it was misfiring at all when it was idling, but that misfire is still there, and definitely when it's cold, you can definitely hear it. So if it fails tomorrow, we're going to go ahead and search for that lean, for the reason it's running lean again, even though we've been chasing that for a little bit. It's kind of a new path to figure out why it's running lean, which could be an O2 sensor. I'm not 100% sure on those, even though I unplugged them, and it doesn't really give us too much of a change. So we'll see. But there we go, guys. If I'm going to take it tomorrow, it's going to be at the end of this video. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later, and have a great day. Alright guys, well it's been raining the past couple of days, so I haven't been able to take the Z out because I was doing a little bit of work on it and I didn't get it put back together in time, and then it started raining. So it's just been sitting here for the past 2 days. But I'm going to go ahead and publish this video anyway, just because I wanted you guys to see basically where the Z is at. I think it is running lean right now, which is why we have the high hydrocarbon and low carbon monoxide emissions. So I'm going to be searching more into that. There is a way on the distributor, I believe, to make it run a little bit richer. I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not. That's what I heard. So I might go ahead and turn the distributor a little bit when I take it in and see how that affects it next time, as well as running it a lot longer. But there you go, guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop a comment down below. And if you just want to say, haha, it sucks for you that you have to do emissions, go ahead and drop a comment down below as well, and I will laugh with you guys. Alright, see you later.